और इंडिया अर्ज कर रहा है अपने सिटीजन्स को कनाडा में कि केयरफुल रहें, मगर नहीं दी गई हैं कुछ ज़्यादा डिटेल्स, जबकि इंडिया की एक्सटर्नल अफेयर मिनिस्ट्री ने वार्न किया है कि इंडियंस फेस कर सकते हैं एंटी इंडियन सेंटिमेंट, और साथ में उन्होंने पॉलिटिकली कंडोन किया है हेट क्राइम को। जब कुछ ही दिन पहले कैनेडियन प्राइम मिनिस्टर जस्टिन ट्रूडो ने अक्यूज़ किया इंडियन सरकार को कि उन्होंने पॉसिबली प्ले किया है रोल असैसिनेशन में कैनेडियन सिख लीडर के, जो कि हुआ कैनेडियन सॉइल पर। Paula Newton दे रही हैं और डिटेल इस स्टोरी की।
It was Father's Day this past June when Hardeep Singh Nijjar left the temple he led, got into his truck, and called home to say he'd be there soon for a family dinner. But within minutes, Canadian police say Nijjar was shot several times and lay bleeding in his driver's seat. By any measure, a gruesome killing, carried out on the streets of Surrey, British Columbia, in the heart of the Sikh community. Police say at least 2 masked men described as heavier set fled on foot and then into a silver Toyota. They were last spotted blocks away from the temple, and there hasn't been a trace of them since. Canada has now implicated India in this killing, and that has led to more fear in this community. More questions about police protection here, given authorities warned Nijjar his life was threatened. His son says the community has a message for Prime Minister Justin Trudeau.
Sikhs all around the world believe this is not the end. We expect more from you.
Many are asking why this crime has yet to be solved and want more evidence to be made public. Jagmeet Singh is the leader of the New Democratic Opposition Party and a member of the Sikh community, and he has received an intelligence briefing on the evidence.
I received a briefing that outlined some of what information we have, and I trust the work of our security forces. These are very, very serious intelligence reports that have come forward, and now requires a serious response.
Despite Canada's allegations, it has had little influence on the Indian government. Both countries have traded travel advisories, diplomatic expulsions, but neither the murder case nor this political issue is any closer to being resolved.
I mean, my question is this. If you know India made it happen, then you must know who pulled the trigger. If you know who pulled the trigger, who are they? Why are they not arrested?
Jules Desange is a former Premier of British Columbia and former federal cabinet minister. He says Canada needs to disclose more evidence, because without it, he says, this incident could set relations back decades.
Government of India rightly distrusts Mr. Trudeau, and Mr. Trudeau obviously, talks about freedom of expression, but I think separatists in this country have gone beyond exercising the freedom of expression.
Canada's allies seem to be sticking firmly on the sidelines of this conflict. The Biden administration says India should fully cooperate with the investigation, but adds India is a vitally important ally. To that end, India and the United States are sponsoring a military conference in India next week, and an Indian military commander says Canada is set to be there too.